Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Practice Beginners. I'm so happy to see you again. And today we are going to talk about something that many English learners find very challenging at first. Giving a presentation in English confidently. Whether you are in school, university, or learning English at home, the thought of standing in front of people and speaking in English can be nerve-wracking. You might feel nervous, worried about making mistakes, or unsure about how to organize your ideas. Maybe you are thinking, what if I forget my words, or what if my English is not good enough? If you feel like this, trust me, you are not alone. Every learner, even advanced English speakers, has felt nervous before presenting. Even professional speakers sometimes experience fear before going on stage. The difference is that they know how to prepare, how to practice, and how to present with confidence. And that is exactly what we are going to learn today. By the end of this episode, you will not only know the steps to give a smooth English presentation, but you will also feel ready to speak clearly, engage your audience, and express your ideas fluently without fear. So let's start with the first step, preparation. Preparation is the foundation of any great presentation. If you prepare well, you already win half the battle. The first part of preparation is understanding your topic. Don't just copy information from the internet or a book. You must understand it in your own words. For example, if your topic is healthy lifestyle, don't just memorize facts like exercise 30 minutes daily or eat vegetables. Instead, ask yourself, can I explain why a healthy lifestyle is important in my own words? Can I give examples that anyone can understand? If yes, then you are ready. The second part of preparation is creating a clear structure. Every strong presentation has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Without structure, your talk can feel confusing. Your listeners might get lost and your message may not be clear. But with structure, your audience knows what to expect and follows you easily. A simple structure is: start by introducing yourself and your topic, then share 2 or 3 main points in the middle, and finally give a short summary and a thank you at the end. For example, you could say, "Hello, my name is your name. Today I will talk about the importance of a healthy lifestyle. First, I will explain why exercise is important. Second, I will talk about healthy eating. Third, I will give some practical tips for staying healthy. Finally, I will summarize and thank you for listening." See how simple and clear that is? Your audience immediately understands your plan, and when they know the plan, they listen more carefully. The third part of preparation is making notes instead of writing full sentences. Many students make the mistake of writing every word of their presentation and then reading it word for word on the day. This sounds robotic and makes the audience bored. Instead, write keywords, short phrases, or reminders. This way, you remember your points, but your voice sounds natural. For example, instead of writing, "Today I will explain the benefits of healthy food and exercise," you can just write, "Healthy food, exercise benefits." Your notes are there to guide you, but your real power is in your voice, your expressions, and your connection with the audience. Once you are prepared, it's time to practice. Preparation gives you content, but practice gives you confidence. First, practice speaking aloud. Don't just read in your head. Open your mouth and use your voice, because a real presentation is not in your head. It is in front of people. Stand in front of a mirror and deliver your talk. Look at your face. Do you smile? Does your body look relaxed? practice gestures and expressions to look natural. Second, record yourself on your phone. Listen carefully. Do you speak too fast or too slow? Is your voice clear? Recording helps you become your own teacher. You hear mistakes and can correct them. Third, try the shadowing technique. Shadowing means listening to a good speaker and repeating what they say. You can find short talks on YouTube or TED Talks. Play 10 seconds, pause and repeat. Copy their tone, rhythm and pronunciation. This helps your English sound natural. Fourth, practice with a friend or family member. Ask them to listen and give feedback. Ask them to ask 1 or 2 questions at the end. This prepares you for real questions from your teacher or classmates. Remember, it's okay if you don't know the answer. You can politely say, "That's a great question. I will check and respond later." The more you practice, the more confident you become. Confidence is built step by step. Now, let's talk about the big day, your presentation day. You enter the classroom, everyone is watching, and you feel nervous. What should you do? First, breathe deeply. Take 1 slow, deep breath before starting. It calms your mind and body. Second, stand tall. Don't look at the floor or hide. Keep your feet apart, shoulders relaxed, and posture straight. Standing confidently makes you feel confident. Third, smile and greet. A smile is powerful. It relaxes your audience and makes you feel more positive. Begin with a simple greeting. Good morning, everyone. My name is your name. Today, I will talk about. Fourth, use simple sentences. You don't need advanced words to impress your audience. Clear and simple English is better. For example, instead of saying, "The ramifications of social media are multifaceted and sometimes detrimental," you can say, "Social media has many effects. Some are good and some are bad." Simple English is confident English. Fifth, pay attention to your body language and voice. Look at the audience, not only at your paper. If nervous, look at friendly faces or just above people's heads. Use your hands naturally. Don't put them in pockets or cross your arms. Your voice matters too. Don't speak too fast. Make pauses. They are powerful. Pauses give your audience time to understand and give you time to breathe. Change your tone to show importance, excitement, or seriousness. Now, let me give you some practical phrases to start your presentation. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Or, today, I would like to talk about, to move to the next point. Now, let's look at the second point, or next, I will explain, for giving examples. For example, or one clear example is, for concluding, in conclusion, or thank you very much for listening. These phrases make your presentation organized and professional. So, my friends, today on English Practice Beginners, we learned how to prepare, practice, stay calm, use confident body language, and speak clearly in English. Remember, confidence is not something you are born with. It is built every time you prepare, practice, and speak. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these tips help you give your next English presentation fluently and confidently. Until next time, keep speaking, keep growing, and keep enjoying your English journey. Bye for now.